Okay, Assalamu alaikum. Hello, I'm Moin Khan, and I'm very excited to be here. Kuch Khaas, I want to thank Kuch Khaas for inviting me here, and I, took a small tour of the place. It's amazing. It's beautiful. We need, more Kuch Khaas activities around Pakistan, I think. So I have a similar story. I love motorcycles, but the only thing difference is I found out that I love motorcycles when I was very young. I was 4 years old when I could hear a bike from miles away, going somewhere in the car with the family, and I hear a motorcycle. I would just go nuts. Where's the motorcycle? Where's the motorcycle? Um, I don't know how. I don't know how, but I was very young since this motorcycle craze started, and then every all year I would wait for 14th August to show up so I could go to the Fortress Stadium, Miami Bridge, and see our crazy Pakistani bikers on little motorcycles, do crazy stuff. And I would I would just beg my father to take me there, and we would walk for like an hour from our house to the bridge, and I would just stand there on the bridge, the Miami Bridge, with my eyes popped out, and it was an amazing feeling. People just doing whatever they want to do on the motorcycle, and wheelies and racing, and at that time I didn't really understand the importance of motorcycle gear, motorcycle helmet. I just didn't really care. It was just an amazing feeling. The sound of the engine, the burning fuel, the sound of the rubber. It was just, it would take me somewhere else. It was amazing. And I went to that bridge for, I think, for every year till I went off to America. It was an amazing feeling. And and then my first motorcycle experience, I was 11 years old when I stole our family carpenter's motorcycle in Lahore. I was 11, and I went all around Lahore for like 4 or 5 hours. Then I ran out of petrol, and I left the bike somewhere, and I walked home. And that was the time. That was the first time I was ever on a motorcycle, and I was sure, somehow I knew like this is gonna be it. I wanted to do something with motorcycles all my life, and then things kind of went out of control. I just wanted to be on the bike all day, all night, every day, and I would bunk school, go rent a motorcycle, and just go around Lahore. I don't know why, but every day it would be, that's the reason I had to change a few schools. They didn't like me anymore. And then, one fine day, my dad decides I need to leave Pakistan, and he just comes in my room and he gives me an air ticket to California, and he says, "You're off. You don't deserve Pakistan anymore." So I was kicked out so brutally that the day I landed there, I wanted to come back to Pakistan. I was working there. I was filling up my stomach and my bike's fuel. The whole time I was there, I was very happy. I think one of the coolest places I've been after Lahore is San Francisco, where I stayed for 6 years, went to school, San Francisco State University, graduated exactly 2 years ago, and had the best time of my life. But one day we group of friends were sitting, and a friend says, "You're going to Alaska. Why don't you just go to Pakistan? It's just 10 times the distance, but it's Pakistan." And that day I was like, okay, I'm going to Pakistan, and maybe if I make it, there'll be something positive for Pakistan in 2010. I started working 70, sometimes 80 hours a week. you know, 10, 12 hours every day. I saved up. In 2010, I failed. I couldn't pull up enough money. And I decided to give it one more year and see if I can pull it up again. In 2000, I started working again, 3 jobs, pulled my diet to just boiled rice and ketchup for 18 months, and sold everything I owned. From all my clothes, I got $170 for all my clothes. I sold all my motorcycles, my car, my furniture, my TV, my PlayStation. Everything was gone. The only thing I had left was a motorcycle and my determination to go to Pakistan. In 2011, you know, the year started, and I was just so determined to make it this year. The figures I had, you know, the how much money I would need figures, they were around $40,000 to complete this journey. You know, I was sure I wasn't gonna be able to save up this much. I was thinking about $25,000, and I should be able to make it to Pakistan. I needed a new motorcycle. All my other motorcycles were, I was pretty sure I won't be able to take them all the way. So I bought this motorcycle, and a really funny story, my chacha sent me $1,500 to buy him some expensive designer shoes and clothes, and I bought this bike from his money. And I just told him why his shopping stuff was 6 months delayed, because I bought a motorcycle. But he didn't say anything this time. I bought this motorcycle. It was a cheap $3,000 bike, an old 2002 sport bike. It's not a touring bike. Touring bike seat is like 8 inches of cushion, and this is like 1/4 inch. Because it's a racing bike, for aerodynamics, your back is like this. And you know, I'm a sport bike guy. It's, you know, some people like Harley Davidsons, some people like dirt bikes. I like sport bikes, and this is what I wanted to do it on. So 8th July, nobody knew I was leaving except maybe like 5 cousins and a few friends of mine, but nobody else knew. And 8th July, I called my mother and I told her I'm coming on a motorcycle to to Pakistan. And she said, "You don't even know how to ride a motorcycle." And I told her I'm leaving on 10th July, so I still have 2 days. And I left on 10th July. But, you know, mothers are mothers, of course. She was like, "Oh, mar jaoge beta, relax karo." But my father, you know, the happiness in his voice, the support from him was immense. You know, he on the phone he called me. I just talked to my mother and then I shut down my phone. I was like, "Oh, inko nahi batana tha." But you know, Baba called and he's like, "I'm very happy. Pehli bari koi pathan uthiya hai." This is the Golden Gate Bridge. My bike looked really beautiful. It doesn't look this sexy anymore, but so this was the day I left. A few random guys from this motorcycle forum called Bay Area Riders Forum, they showed up, and they gave me a very amazing advice. They've been riding for like 40 years, really old guys, really amazing guys. And I asked them, you know, when I was seeing them off, I asked them for one last advice they would give me. And this guy, Brad, he said, "Don't panic." At that time, I didn't take him seriously, but out of 6 months, I think 5 months, they were panic days. And I'm very happy to say I didn't panic.